always a lovely day when I get to see Andrew Niederhauser from Hayner Public Library. We are talking spring events yet again. You were kind of right, man, the last time.
I'm telling you.
You said, hey, spring, winter's going away, man. We're just going to start calling them spring, and we're getting there.
We're getting there, finally. Few blips in the radar, but we're finally getting there.
And the spring weather's hitting us today. Going to rain all day long, too.
I will take the rain if temperatures continue to go up. As long as it's not snow, I'm good.
Well, and too, I keep thinking you're right down here, but you're over at the mall, so you got to drive at least. I thought maybe it'll pop in, you don't get rained on. Yeah, probably not going to happen. So, there's so many great things going on, and you guys always have just the best programs for everybody. We were talking about that earlier. It's something that's always for, everybody. It's not just for kids. It's not just for the older crowd. It's for literally all of us, and we're starting off strong. Your spring events at Hayner Library. Now, you do these. I love it because you always keep it monthly. You don't throw a bunch of dates at us.
I try. I do my best. I know how overwhelming things can be.
And what I think is really cool is right off the bat, let's just talk it. It's gonna, like you said earlier, it's gonna sell itself. Jared Henning's show is fantastic, and he kicks off the spring or the April events on Tuesday, April the 4th at 6:30.
I'm so excited for this. I got the privilege of seeing him at our Christmas display. He did a wonderful, absolutely wonderful performance, and I am super excited to see not Christmas music. I heard the man's rage, and I'm like, okay, I want to see this. He's gonna be doing some ballads, doing some standards, doing some spirituals. It's supposed to be a really well-rounded show.
That's incredible, and he really is a great performer too.
Absolutely.
And now I gotta ask you, because the following day on Wednesday at 6 p.m., it's something called Art Talks. And we've mentioned this before, and I've asked, but I really kind of want to go a little bit more in depth. So what is Art Talks?
Sure. So this is actually a program that we now co-sponsor with Jacoby. They'll be holding their own Art Talks later in the summer, basically partnering with us.
Okay.
But these are just a series of 4 events that we're going to be having at the end of March through the beginning of May. And there's a different topic each time on a different aspect of art, particularly in community art and how the community interacts with art in some ways. Our very first one is actually going to be, not on your sheets, March 25th. I'm really excited for this. It's this weekend. Please come. It's going to be a yarn bombing event, actually. It's a community artist named Laura Blair who works on yarn bombing, which is basically installing yarn in places you would not see it. So on trees, or for us, it's going to be an installation in the kids' space. She's actually going to give a lecture on what yarn bombing is, and then we're going to install an actual art piece in the kids' space at Hayner Library.
That is really cool. And, I really like the yarn bombing stuff because it's when you just stumble upon it too, in the community, you're walking around and you see a tree that's all, knitted up with the sweater on. It really is something cool.
It's heartwarming.
Right, it is. And I think that's great. Now, we talked about this event, the one that's coming up on the 25th last time. And now this is with the group of folks. She's a part of the group, right, that does this?
We don't have, so she might be. I'm not 100% sure.
I think we had the same conversation the last time too.
I don't book these. I promote them. I don't book them. So I do. I know Laura Blair. I've met her. I didn't know she's part of Collective or anything.
Yeah, no. I think we had the same conversation.
Oh, God.
Now that
I should have looked
well,
it up.
it's my fault. It's because I had this sinus infection for 2 months, and poor Andrew. Every time you come in here, I'm just miserable, and I'm sitting there. How are you doing, CJ? I'm here. Let's talk. But now, I'm feeling better, and I'm getting to actually remember things.
Yes, it's
good. So
somehow I've forgotten.
No, Art Talk. Well, I wonder why. You're only doing a million things.
No big deal.
Yeah, happens.
The word is well-rounded.
That's right. That's right. So do we have to register for Art Talks ahead of time?
No, you can just attend. Yep, they're completely free.
I like
We've got a whole bunch. The one on yarn bombing I mentioned. There's one on photography. There's a really cool one on the 22nd of April on steampunk costuming.
Yeah.
About how to make steampunk costumes and everything that goes into that. It's really exciting.
So that's the one on the 22nd?
Correct.
That's actually really cool. And for the older generation out there, steampunk really was like my generation's video game folklore.
Millennials are like clutching. Yeah, I know.
BioShock, all these.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
See,
exactly.
I know what people are putting down sometimes. And, that's really going to be fun.
I'm super excited about this.
And do you know? Did I ask you who's hosting this Art Talks?
Lynn Carter.
Oh, really cool. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited for these.
Wow, and you don't have to register for these.
Nope. You just show up.
All right.
All free.
Well, that's what I like, because sometimes it seems like when I see the registration form, it overwhelms me.
I know.
Not yours.
No, I know. But like we all register through phone calls, and I know to my generations, like I am not talking to anybody. Like, what do you mean? I have to pick up the phone and talk. I'm not scary. I promise you. You leave a voicemail.
Nice
you don't talk to anybody. I run it. You literally leave a voicemail for me. So please don't be afraid of the registration.
That's a great point.
Yes.
That's a great call to action.
Yes.
It's a new library. And then another great thing that you guys have been doing, and we've talked about this before, is from story to film.
Yes.
Now, this is a huge, not to cut you, I'm sorry to do that. This has been widely received all across. I've talked to folks that have gone to this and are like, this is really insightful.
It's a lot of fun. We did our first iteration in February. We did Clueless and Emma. This time it's Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh.
Agatha Christie, and then the 2017 film. Not my favorite version. but we went with the popular version. This is an amazing book. I cannot hype this book up enough. And this is, again, all free. We're having a book discussion on the 10th, and then 2 weeks later, we have a viewing of the film. Also free popcorn, free drinks. Come, hang out, watch the film, discuss how it's different than the book, because it is.
Yeah.
It's just a really fun program.
Well, and that's what I think is really cool, because, so many times, and I do this all the time, where I'll watch a movie and I'll go, yeah, but is it the same as it? But it's hard to find somebody to, bounce those ideas off of. And I mean, to me, this is the perfect atmosphere for the novelists and the people that just love movies to be able to kind of come together and go, oh, well, no, in the book here, this was a little bit different, and here's why. Like, my biggest thing, Andrew, and not to completely go off topic,
You're completely fine.
but like Harry Potter. They could have made 8 movies off the 4th book.
They could have made a series off of the book. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you kidding me? Don't get me started on the Harry Potter movie versus book thing.
But it's like, and conversations like that are like what make this series so cool. Now, how many of these from story to films are you guys planning throughout the year? Once a month?
It's every other month.
Oh, every other.
Yeah, so we have this one's coming up in April. We have another one planned in June. That one's gonna be The Color Purple.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Great book. Very different than the film. It's gonna be a great discussion too.
Awesome. And then branching out, genealogy class. Now, genealogy day is coming up soon as well, actually.
Yes, it is. It is. And these classes have just gotten so much bigger. Beth is doing an amazing job. Her and Lacey are actually giving a presentation in Southern Illinois at the end of the month on how to do this. Because the program has been so successful that people are asking, hey, how are you doing this? And they are going to talk to other libraries about how you successfully create interest in a genealogy program.
Well, and I mean, seriously, I can't speak highly enough about Lacey.
I know. I was not going to give Lacey a whole bunch of praise, but I can't help it.
Yeah,
you gotta love Lacey.
Like, that is so. But the thing that's really cool is, I mean, right here, our public library system is now telling other public library systems how to preserve our history, how to showcase our history.
It's incredibly exciting, a very dynamic time in the genealogy library.
Now, that's a chef's kiss, if I can say so myself. And one thing that I thought, because you sent me this a couple of minutes ago, and I was looking through it, and the short stories thing is really intriguing to me, because listen, Andrew, I was a really weird kid. I was doing the young author. Yeah. I had to do that book. Oh, cool. I wrote this crazy detective murder. Like, I'm surprised that nobody came and knocked on our door. And so I don't think I wrote the book right, because it was a short story is all it was. Yeah. But I mean, things like that, I've always wanted to do short stories again and just kind of write on my own and not publish them or anything, but just kind of have them. Is this perfect for me to go to?
Absolutely perfect. So we're doing this, they were doing every other month, but then there's been a really high demand for this. So they're negotiating. Right now it's every other month, but it could be every month. Wow. This is going to be this one on short stories. There's one on microfiction. I know they're planning other genres. They just did poetry and prose poetry. Basically, we give you a prompt, and you sit in a room with people who are wanting to write, and you get feedback, and you get positive and negative commentary. All positive.
And that's what's really cool. By the way, just before we circle back to this, March 11th was National Genealogy Day.
I was just saying, I let you guys. Like, I was like, okay. Yeah,
I thought you posted something on this.
It's not on my. It wasn't on my brain. It's on my calendar. Yeah, you're right. Of course.
Hey, thank you, Lacey. I was supposed to call you on. I really did. I had a note. Call Lacey and.
She's swamped right now. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine.
Well, you guys are so busy. I mean,
we are getting a lot busier.
And to me, it seems like spring is like right to that thick portion of it where you guys are just moving constantly and trying to organize. And I mean, to me, and I'll ask you about the last two events, but what's your favorite part about this kind of April rush is really kind of what it is?
I am just really enjoying the positive feedback from the community. Everywhere we go, and I talk about Hayner Library, it's like, oh, it's so great. Yes, we love you. We love just the positive feedback from the community has been absolutely overwhelming and just keeps ramping up. And I think spring is just part of that.
And Andrew, you know how bad my memory is. When I met you the first time, did you say you were here for what, a year or two?
I went to SIUE for most of my grad school, but I've only been in this position since July.
So we're getting ready to hit a year.
Yes.
We got to have the Andrew Niederhauser celebration on this show.
That would be nice.
See, that's what I'm saying. I knew something was coming up. I'm picking this up a little bit. So let's circle back here. There's Writers Circle.
Yeah.
We have a gauntlet of writers in the community.
It's a huge community of local authors in this community. I was shocked.
Me too, actually.
We did our local author book fair, and everybody came out of the work. And I will say, we are planning that again.
Good.
We've got some ideas about maybe not doing it outside, maybe doing it in a closed space. Mm-hmm. We're still working out through the details, but we will be doing it this year. We don't have a date yet.
I'm telling you what, I got there, and it was not the warmest day.
No,
it was
an October day.
Yeah, it was like 50 degrees, and it was like brisk chill, but I couldn't believe the amount of people and to see the Riverbend Raptor out there.
It was so fun.
It really was. And I think it's something that I'm really looking forward to as well. And so this writer circle too, what I think is great is it highlights the writing community here.
Absolutely.
Because everyone I've talked to works together with each other. They're always bouncing ideas and maybe proofreading something.
Absolutely.
And then what I like is if you're an amateur, you'd have no experience like me and wrote some crazy story about, something, God knows when.
Some detective story that didn't make it to the FBI.
I didn't. 10 years old, but I was on the most wanted,
There you go.
And then transitioning back to this steampunk art talks, I love the bookend of this.
Yes.
So you start, Jared kicks off the lineup on Tuesday, April the 4th, but that 5th day of April, and then the 22nd, you're kind of bookending that. Mm-hmm. And I like it, too, because that first Art Talks is kind of like on a different polar than the one we're doing with Steampunk. That's what's really cool.
Yeah, they kind of oscillate back and forth because there's one on the yarn bombing that I mentioned. There's one on photography that's going to be much smaller, much more intimate. Then the steampunk costuming, which I'm expecting to be big.
I think
because it's like steampunk. It's got to be big and over the top and fun. Yeah. And then we have one last one on printmaking in May, and that'll kind of bookend it. So we're going quiet, loud for each one, and it's just really exciting.
What's print?
So it's gonna be on printmaking, so wood carving, printmaking, like from the actual wood carving. Yeah, Ryan Horvath from SIUE is gonna be coming in talking about how you make prints.
And now, how do you? And not to Patreon, but how do you guys find all the individuals that are really local experts in this?
I would love to take credit, but I won't be though. Johanna Schultes, who is our reference managing librarian, she books all of these for us. She works with Jacoby. They gave us some names. She also has art contacts through SIUE's Lifelong Learning Institute. This is Johanna. This is all Johanna.
That is so cool. And Andrew, I got to ask you. Mm-hmm. This summer, is Hayner gearing up for some more fun too?
Oh goodness! I'm just thinking I have to go and put all the summer events on the website soon. So yes, we have plenty. It's gonna take me 3 or 4 days to even get them on the website. So yes, we've got plenty for the summer.
I don't know if it's you that does it with Riverbend, but every month I always get like 45 dings in a row, and it's like. Event, Hayner. But to me, what I think is great, Andrew, is that you guys are really setting the tone for local libraries. And I hate not to compete or anything or start a competition, but you're really showing what a public library is. It's something for everybody all the time. And you guys work really, really hard to make sure this goes off without a hitch.
Thank you very much. We've become the community center. That's why I like to think that libraries are starting to evolve into that role. Like, we're not just books. We have activities, we have programs, we have stuff available for checkout. We have public Wi-Fi and computers and all these other things that make us central to the community.
Can I ask you really quick before I let you go? Thank you for already. I love your enthusiasm. Normally people go, I don't know about this. I've seen these posts like every week. The virtual escape rooms.
Yes.
Can I ask you about these? So take us through this. So how do we do these?
So you go to our Facebook page, and then you click on the link, and then it will actually walk you through like a virtual.
Oh yeah,
virtual Yeah, escape room. And yes, it's a free thing. Every Monday morning we post it, just like every Friday we have a free coloring page. It's like a kind of a hangover from our COVID area that actually has been very popular. So we just keep it going, and it's going to keep going, and it changes every week.
Well, I think it's great because I'm just thinking of my grandma who's always doing those brain games and things. I mean, this is easy. I just clicked on the link and it's right there.
It's all on Facebook.
Wow. I love it. All right, Andrew.
Thank
Anything else we got to talk about?
Absolutely not. I'm good.
That sounds good. At 9:33 on this 21st day of March, make sure you check out Hayner Library. That's Hayner Library on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes.
Love it.
All around.
We'll take a quick break. Andrew will join us back here in April as we... Oh, no, May. Right? No, April.
April.
Yeah.
It's been a weird spring.
Oh my God, where are we? You know?
I know, right?
Who am I?
When?
Why am I here?
Yes.
But I do know that Andrew will be back in April to talk about the May events. Really, anything you got coming down the pipeline, just give me a call.
Absolutely, will do.
Awesome. 9:34. We'll take a quick break. Our daily show rolls on after this.